Hello, I am Borja.
Hello, I'm Javi.
Hello, I'm Laura.
Hello, I'm Josu.
I'm going to talk about emergency doctor. This is one of the most stressful work inside the medicine because you have to be ready every moment and the cases can be very varied. So we have to be ready for all the situation and we have to be conscious about that not everybody is prepared for this work. So you need some skills. React in a stress situation, so you have to work in your mind and in psychological aspect. You need to have knowledge and experience among other things. To begin with, my colleague Javi is going to explain us what the profession is about and will give us some example of situation that this profession take care about. Furthermore, he will give us the weak and strong points and the relation between the patient and the physician. Then Laura will give us where the emergency doctor work and their salary range, what are the qualifications that is needed for this job, and finally Josu will give us a conclusion giving us some facts of the profession.
Emergency medicine is a medical specialty involving care for adult and pediatric patients with acute illnesses or serious injuries that require immediate attention. Some examples of the situations when emergency physicians have to act are a heart attack, a serious car accident, or an anaphylactic attack. As you can see, these physicians have to deal with any type of illness or injury, so we could say they are specialized in general medicine. Related to the treatment with patients, emergency physicians don't provide a long-term or continuing care. Instead, they undertake acute interventions to resuscitate and stabilize patients. Emergency medicine is a medical specialty that is in continuous development. Nowadays, more and more students and healthcare workers are showing interest in this type of medicine. As a result, emergency medical personnel are increasingly better prepared, and that is reflected in a greater number of lives saved. On the other hand, aspects related to the quickness of emergency services and hospital facilities have to improve in order to continue with this development.
I'm going to talk to you about other features of being an emergency doctor. So firstly, you need to know that emergency doctor can work both outside and inside the hospital. The ones who work outside are the ones who go in the ambulances, and the ones who keep inside the hospital are the one on which we are going to focus. So I'm going to explain now the main advantages and disadvantages of this job. And the disadvantages are mostly the fact that working on this area requires an extra ability comparing to other doctors, because an emergency department objective is not only to get patients recovered, but also to do it in a really short period of time. In addition to this, as you may know, the emergency department has to be open for everybody every day at every time. So this modifies a lot the doctor's schedule, timetable, and makes this job even more stressful. On the other hand, we have some advantages as well. For example, the fact that you need to know a little bit of every area of medicine in order to work here in the emergency department. And another advantage could be the salary. Here in Spain, doctors are generally well paid, and for example, especially an emergency department doctor earns more or less 4,500 euros per month, approximately.
I'm going to give you some conclusions about the job that we thought that was interesting, and a quick fact about being an emergency physician. So, for example, that in America there's an emergency medicine journal that covers pre-hospital and hospital emergency medicine and critical care. And this journal publishes original research, reviews of evidence-based medicine about resuscitation, trauma, cardiology, major injuries, and anything that can happen to an emergency physician. And it's aimed mostly to emergency doctors, but it also aimed to nurses, paramedics, ambulance staff, and like that. And we thought that, as you have learned, working as an emergency doctor can be stressful, and more stressful than a normal doctor, maybe. And we thought that would be interesting to see how an everyday situation would be and how an emergency physician would react on the first steps to save a patient's life.
The heck?